Hey guys, what's up? It's Slickshot Games here, and welcome to another map review. Today we're going to be looking at the map DE Zenith by map creators r.man and KODIAK. So, thank you for tuning in, and without further ado, let's get started. It looks like a very quality map overall. I'm just kind of going to be giving you my thoughts on and the overall layout of the map and what I think of it, just to showcase the map. So, let's get started. Here is, so to the left is A, to the right is B, and right here is middle. So we'll start off with middle, and I'm going to be starting on the CT side just to show just kind of how the angles look overall and what you can and cannot do in this map. So you can jump on this rock. You'll be very vulnerable, but this is mid. T's will come up from there. They might even be able to jump boost up across potentially, but I think that holding from over here or right here, maybe like the cross, is something that you could see a lot of CTs are going to be doing. So let's hop up here and let's start heading toward the B site. We'll kind of go into middle more, but this is CT spawn, and you kind of head over here. First of all, aesthetically speaking, I love the design. They did a great job. Very reminiscent of the map Sub-Zero by FM Pwn. And just quality overall. These snow maps seem to really be bringing it because it's great. So this is the B site, this small area, and CTs have some options. So CTs can be kind of around this area. You can't get up there, unfortunately, but you can just be kind of in this upper area, and they might not expect it. You can get the high ground. You can't get up there either, but overall, it's a very small site, easy to hold overall. This is called helicopter, and it could be reminiscent of a catwalk style, kind of like a side entrance. Not that it is a catwalk, but just its purpose could be similar. And there's just a lower level over here, so you can drop over here. Once again, the coloring and just the look of it is beautiful, I think. So the only way to get up here is to just use this little plank of wood. So you get up here, and boom, you could start planning on the site. But as a CT, you'll probably just be holding back here, then M4, and this is going to be almost act like a choke. And if it weren't for that area over there, helicopter, this would be an incredibly vulnerable position for T's to be coming up this ramp, and the CT can just be holding an off angle here or even over here in this room right here. This room right here, holding an off angle, but this is like a one and done spot. And just overall, like right here, it's crouched holding it. So thankfully there's a double pronged attack that can happen. So, you know, CTs will be able to maybe smoke this off, maybe hold close, maybe hold up there. Just a lot of one and done kind of angles. But there's a good variety overall, I think. Maybe, see, it's pretty open here, so it could be risky overall. But I think it could be risky overall, like planting. There's not much cover. I mean, there's this large area right here, but you're not covered from this angle. So any last second plants could easily be disrupted by CT kind of hiding here. So let's check out the A site. Let's go back through CT spawn. All right, so we're back in CT spawn. Let's take a left. This is one of my favorite parts of the map. Just look how beautiful this area is. Just an observatory over here, and kind of like this seating area here just looks it's very accurate to a real life observatory. And I like that. I like the detail, I like the accuracy overall. Here it is looking at, and the skyline is great. They did an excellent job with the skybox, the stars, the moon, everything. I think they did an excellent job. Even diagrams over here showing information that typically would be there. Curtain, just attention to detail is excellent on this map. So you could take a right and go through this way. And this is a CT kind of getting onto the site. You have these options. once again, look at this, the detail, the flooring, the computer systems back there, the servers, the lights, everything, just beautiful. So this is actually the A site. Very small plant spot again. It's basically just this area. And I'll show more detail on the T side, but we're looking on the CT side for post-plant, or not post-plant, I'm sorry, defending positions. So, and then the second route, let's go back here real fast. Do it this way, do the observatory again. You take a right, and you're on this area. Note that if you fall, you cannot come back up without the help of a teammate. So that's kind of like a you drop and you're done type of deal. So typically I feel like this box is going to be it's a one and done once again, which I prefer less one and done spots on these maps, but that's where positioning comes in hand because you could be pivoting in this area and not be showing yourself too much. You can play passive, you can play aggressively by pushing the T's. And I believe the T's can come out of this way and then come out of that way. So you could be holding up a close angle here as they come in, shoot them, and a teammate can be right here, maybe on the side of this box, pivoting, holding here, you smoke this off, etc. Maybe, I don't think jump spotting will be viable. Right here, you could be pivoting on this box, things like that. But I think everything will be shown more clearly when I get on the T side. So let's swap to the T side and I'll tell you my thoughts. Alright, so now we're on the T side. So it's assumed that the T's come out of these gondola lifts or this kind of transport system here. And just showing you the sky and the clouds in the background. I love the look of this overall. So the idea is, I guess they're just coming out of here. You can actually enter this, and this is the T spawn. So let's get out here and let's show you what T spawn, or let me show you what the route is for the T's. So there's over here kind of the side entryways. To the right is A, to the left B, but let's try going this way first, and I'll show you. Just beautiful overall the look. I can't explain enough how beautiful I think the map looks, aesthetically speaking. And the layout looks pretty good too. So this is an A-grade map for sure. As I'm showing you, you go through here and boom, you're already on A that fast. And you can get up here real fast and plant anywhere in this area. The yellow is where you can plant. Very small area. They could maybe increase this more. I feel maybe more plant variety could be something that could be utilized in this site. But overall, T's probably could molly from here. Smoke off that area. I haven't tested any smokes, but that's definitely a possibility. Smoking, this is kind of a random smoke. I don't know where it's going to land. But yeah, I guess that's the general gist, where you can just smoke this off without actually seeing it. Because CTs are not going to have much kind of window peeking areas, I don't think. I mean, this could be smoked too, but I'm not sure the viability of that. Anyway, so as far as post-plant positions, that's where, as equally as it is hard to defend, it's going to be equally as difficult to kind of post-plant positions. Maybe pushing into this server room will be prompted, maybe kind of hiding behind here, playing for noise, stuff like that will be viable. Potentially a boost over here into that area could be useful. But I think that it's just going to be maybe a little more safer spots could be used here on this site. But overall, I think it is a pretty good site and has some nice balance. It doesn't have too powerful positions, but also has vulnerability. So I think it's a good mix. So let's head back and let's check out the B region and the alternate A route. So back to this position, instead of going here, you could actually take this ladder up here and you can kind of overlook that area, I guess the T courtyard, I guess. But you can take this route down here. And if you take a sharp right, to this area, and you're on A again. So this is kind of the route that's going to be taken. I'm guessing you can, yeah, bounce flashbangs off this area. Actually, that wasn't too effective, but yeah, I think that could be a nice flashbang off the vending machine. Pops right there. Can blind a lot of people, and your teammates can be like here on the edge, assuming nobody's peeking that, because that could be pretty vulnerable. You come out swinging. So yeah, this is a nice little area, and that's an alternate route to A. Now let's just check out B. All right, so once again, to finish off the A route, there'd be this way. Over here, you take a right. You could actually jump up on here, and you'll be heading to A. Do this route as well. You wrap around here, and you get here. And there it is, that room again, where you can bounce off the flashes with the vending machine. Or, alternatively, there's this route to mid. So this is kind of a fast mid route. One way to get to B, well, as I showed you, could peek mid here, but right here is, you could cross this. This is similar to that Sub-Zero map, where there's this big mid section where there's an actual upper way you can peek it. And I think that's nice variety. Mid should never be too choked out. There should definitely be multiple angles you could peek from. So I like this addition of this upper section. So let's head to B. You could jump across here, smoke this if you have to, flash, etc. And hop up here. And there'll be another, and this is once again another little window you can cross to get to the upper section of B. But you can actually peek onto the site and kind of jiggle peek and see, jump across. So you'll be vulnerable here. You might have to flash. It's difficult. So that's some information play. The CTs can definitely get some information on how many have maybe crossed over to this upper catwalk section over here, or helicopter if you want to call it. So I think that's definitely going to be a big information gathered from either side as well, but mostly the CTs can kind of see who crosses if no engagements happen, if a quick pass like that happens or a flash happens in that area. And alternatively, if you don't want to take the mid route on B, you could take this left under section, and this is going to be heading you to the main area. You take a right, this nice little ambient hallway over here, minimal lighting. And boom, you've actually successfully crossed mid without being seen. So there's definitely those capabilities. So actually, this is very choked out in fact, because this is really the only smooth way to enter the site, this area. As opposed to this area, which you were inevitably gonna have to jump through. And there is smooth ways to do it like that, but it's gonna be one of those things where you just kind of want to get into the site fast, and you will be vulnerable when you're jumping through this thing. So I like the idea. It's very unique, but possibly have an entrance here, and then a window next to it potentially. I'm not sure, or a window before the entrance, like the entrance here, because it's going to be tough to. As CTs can probably just hold here, catch you when you're jumping. But I'm not sure really how that plays out. It could be better than it looks. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt and say this doesn't play as awkwardly as one might expect. The site for B is bigger than the A site, for sure. Not by much, but definitely you can't plant out here. You can only plant in this area right here, past this, within these lines. So, but it can be planted here, for example, and then I set it down, but it can't be planted here, and then could be a CT right here, or I'm sorry, a T right here holding it. If a CT tries to defuse, potentially throw a nade and nade them out. So that's that in terms of the B site and its different intricacies. If you go through mid, you can actually take a left up here if you get mid access. And there's this whole entire server room area as well. and that's mid's going to allow for an A or a B flank, of course. The CTs are inevitably going to be here unless you contest. So you come up here, and yeah, this is also a cool area. You could see the servers through the wall, just beautiful. And you could actually get to site from this way. But the CTs are going to have control of this, most likely. Or they'll be putting up a fight. But no, I think this actually is the alternate route. In fact, I think I was wrong by saying that this was the only viable route. There is the mid route, which is riskier. I actually underestimated the actual positional disadvantages the CTs may have with having to overextend or push mid. But if they do get control of this, it'll be much harder for CT or Ts to make it here. There'll be a fight mid, and then they'll be choked out into this angle over here. This red window right here. So I think mid will be very essential, as it is in most maps. And I think depending on who gains control, it could really dictate whether to go in A or B. And it's a lot of information gathering. But I think that's where I'm going to conclude the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Check out the map. I really hope it makes it into the game. It looks absolutely stunning. The quality of the map is great. The layout looks very well thought out. So kudos to r.man and KODIAK. Great map. I hope to see it in the game. Check it out for yourself. Tell me what you think of the map. And if you have any other maps to suggest, I'd love to take a look at them. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to turn on the notification bell to get notified for future videos if you like our content. And thank you for watching. And I'll catch you guys next week.